Oh man, we have to rematch versus Janice? No, Janice, not like this. She probably played like 5 matches while we played that one match. God. I don't care about playing Vintage at the PT. I'm just trying to get to the PT. And for me, the best way to get to the PT is playing Vintage because it's the thing that I win the most at. So it's just the best possible thing for me. Like, I've had near misses playing Standard twice now, but like, there was never an avenue where I could play Vintage and qualify for the PT, and now I can. You play Moto in Seattle, yeah. This is like pretty awkward. I really want to balance, but I really didn't want to play a land, but it doesn't really seem like I can get around that very well. It's a little awkward here. No, I think they have a bunch of PCs set up in Seattle and everyone plays, is what I assume from what I've seen of it. Which is dope. That Mox is a dope tournament. I would absolutely kill to play in. Kill to play in that one almost as much as a PT. Like, probably it's a better EV tournament than the PT for sure, but I don't know. A pretty awesome tournament. Basically, it's super hype that there's a spot to play. I think I'm gonna cast this Brainstorm. I kind of want to hit a Mox and then balance. I guess I could do a Lotus and balance. I don't think Hollow One's that big a deal. Is he just Flusterstorming me? Oh, he's Ancestral Recalling. Interesting. Hollow One's just a 4/4, like, fine. Not too big a deal. This deck is sweet, and I'm super happy it exists. It's a really cool deck. It's a really hard deck to play. You get major points for like putting the work in and learning how to play the deck. It does really sick things and has really sweet avenues of attack. And yeah, I can't speak like more for this deck. I think it's really sick. It's a way cooler deck than Dredge for sure. And I'd much rather have this as the deck of choice than Dredge. So I think I'm just gonna balance here, just to get a reset of the board, and then I'll mentor next turn. Basically, I just kill his board and discard the Unburialites that wasn't doing anything anyways. So. It's not really great, but it does buy me some time and lets me set up some mentor plays, so. Uncounterable mentor is pretty sick. I assume he's just casting Survival here. Yeah. I don't think we have pre-board answers to Survival, mostly post-board answers. So I assume he puts a couple Vengevines into play here. But I don't really know because I don't play the deck. Oh, he's going for the value train. Alright. Maybe some hollowed ones then. So what he did was he pitched a Deathrite, they pitched a Death Ray, got a Squee. Squee's gonna let them turn their Bazaar into a Dak Faden, which is pretty lit. And then they'll probably discard another card and go get a hollowed one and play it for free. He's got one Vengevine in his yard, so if they already have a hollowed one, then they can play 2 hollowed ones and a Vengevine, which is pretty unreal. Oh, looks like nothing this turn. We drew a sweet one, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna play Emerald, and we're gonna Demonic Tutor for a Time Walk, and then we're gonna Time Walk. And then we're gonna hit them, and then we're gonna snap Time Walk. And even if they don't counter this Time Walk, we still get to snap Time Walk next turn, so. Looks like they have a Force. Wow. Wonder how, that means they have just the Squee left in there, or one thing left in their hand, okay. So we're putting a pretty good fight here. I feel like something is... Oh, they have a Trigon. Interesting. So I assume they get a Vengevine? Yeah. So they return their Squee. They can go pitch Squee, pitch Vengevine, get a Rootwalla, pitch Squee, or pitch Vengevine. Yeah, they can probably play a bunch of Vengevines here, is what I assume happens. Pitch Squee, get a Vengevine, activate Bazaar. I assume at some point they activate Bazaar. Hollowed one. Do they have one more Vengevine? Yeah, so they have 3 Vengevines in the yard now. And they play 2 hollowed ones and get 3 Vengevines back. Oh boy. Thank you. And a lizard wizard. Oh boy. So now they can attack with their Vengevines because they have 3 blockers. I'm obviously not gonna do anything for me. So even if we snap Time Walk, we needed something more. We need something more. So we can snap Demonic for Ancestral, and then I think that's our best line. Because Time Walk no longer does it, so we kind of need to go get big again. Snap. Demonic. I guess we could get a Lotus. What does that do? A Lotus lets us cast gifts. Doesn't really do much after that, though. We can get a Sword to Plowshares. Swords the Rootwalla. And that means 2 attackers are getting in for 3 each, which is only 6, so that's not good enough. We could Hercules, but we don't have the mana to Hercules. I think it's just Ancestral here. Certainly seems like it. If we can make enough blockers to win, and he does, he can always get Wonder if he's playing blue. So, unfortunately, we're probably dead when we pass the turn. We're really looking for like some Lotus and stuff here. Pretty close. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm just gonna cast these and swing with all my guys, so. So he has to chump, 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 takes 5, goes to 6, gets Wonder, and probably kills me in the air. Man, so close. So close. What I needed there was, yeah, they have Wonder in their deck. That's so unfortunate. What I needed was, like, Lotus Swords, I think. Because Lotus Swords lets me remove a blocker and hit them with 2 monks, which would have been lethal. Wow. So close. So close. A great game. See, like, this survival deck makes for really awesome games of Magic. Like, that was a highly interactive game of Magic. So I'm going to bring in Fragmentized Swords, Disenchant, Blazing Archon, Notion Thief, Needle, and a Trap. And then I'm going to board out Hercules, Vampiric, Ponder, Land, and a Lotus Petal. And then we're going to board out Thirst for Knowledge, and there was one. E. I don't want to board in more of the Graveyard Hate. I don't think that's actually the way you want to, like, single target Graveyard Hate doesn't really seem like the way you want to win this game. But this is fine. It's not great, but it's okay. We'll start with Library. Hopefully that'll let us get on Library. He starts with Bazaar. Our Trinket Mage can get Needle for Bazaar, or it can get like a Black Lotus to cast Mana Drain. Man, he has Bazaar Squee in his opener. That's pretty brutal for us. Oh no. Is this just turn 1 Vengevine? Wow. I could have no. Yeah, I probably should have Ravenous Trap there. I wasn't paying attention. I could have Ravenous Trapped the Vengevine, but we're still gonna get Hollowed One, so it's like not the biggest change. Basically, we need to hit balance now. I screwed that one up. That's my fault. I just forgot I could trap that. It's gonna save me for 8 points over 2 turns, which is like obviously a lot. Ancestral too? Pretty sure this means we can't draw balance now, but 8, 10. Yeah, I'm not dead to this. Alright, I think we're just done streaming. We're clearly not playing very well. We're about to 0-3 this league, so. I could have stopped 1 Vengevine, which would give me a bunch more turns, but it would also put me off Library. So I probably wouldn't win anyways. Meme deck, dream deck. Alright, we dead. Alright. Okay. Alright, Janice really gave us a beating that league, because we played her or them, and I don't know if it's he or she. Played them and they kicked our butt, and then we played like a 100-minute match. Not really 100 minutes, but it felt like a 100-minute match versus Menendian Light. And then by the time we had finished our match versus Menendian Light, we got repaired versus Janice. So brutal. I don't think this deck has a very good survival matchup, so that's part of the problem. Today, if you were here, you would know. But we played Shops. We played Ricochet's Shops. We went 4-1, and then we played Ricochet's Shops again, and we went 3-2. I'm pretty sure every single one of our losses was to PO, where we just got PO'd off and couldn't deal with it, or Hercules and couldn't deal with it, or Tinkered and couldn't deal with it, and It was enough frustration for one day, so we took a vote, and the stream wanted to see Bomberman gifts that I've been working on. This is a Sully deck that I've been tuning a little bit. It's not very good right now, I don't think. It's just, there's no real reason to play this over playing PO. You lose to like the same cards, and your deck is just less powerful. A little bit more redundant, which is nice, but it's definitely less powerful. So there's that. Like, I have been doing very well with this deck besides this 03. I think I've 4-1 like 3 or 4 leagues with it, but not on stream, not in front of Log T1 in his quotes. So, for anyone new here, this is primarily a vintage stream, but we do some other things sometimes. I will be playing a lot of vintage leading up to the new format challenges, format playoffs, into format championships, which can qualify me for the PT by playing vintage. So pretty excited for that. Feel free to follow on Twitter, on YouTube, and all VODs are going to be going up on YouTube right after this if you want to see anything that you missed. So everyone have a good week, good night. The next time for sure I'll probably be on is likely the challenge on Saturday. Though there are some local legacy events that I'm thinking about attending, so no guarantees on that one yet. But have a good night, guys.